In this new series of videos, I would like to talk about properties. We have here our Mint system administrator, and he knows already how to create properties or how to activate them. But after a while working with the system, he really has a lot of properties and he would like to understand how to group them. Also, he has some properties that require a unique value. For example, an email address. Not two people share the same email. And also, calling a property email is not enough to tell the Mint system that this really serves as an email. So our Mint system administrator has to use preferences. And this is what I want to show you now. Okay, here we are in our Mint system, and I want to take as an example the properties for our resources. So edit resource properties, I open this window. And the first thing I would like to show you is how to create a new group, to group the properties. The first thing that you have to do is you click here on the Property Groups button. Opens this window, and let's say we want to have a new property group for all our properties with contact information for a resource like address, email, phone number, etc. So we go in and call this new group contact information, and we can also give it by double-clicking here an icon. This icon, click OK, and now this new property group is available for all properties, not just for the properties of resources, for all properties. That's an important factor. So these property groups here show up on all property types. Good, but now we have to make it available, and we do it by clicking on this plus button, and we select our new property group, contact information, add. And whenever now we select this and create here a new property, this will be then shown under the contact information group. Let's see how that looks like. So we go, for example, create a new one, which is our email address, email of type text. That's okay. We click on apply. And now, of course, we have to activate this property to show it. And let's say we activate the email for all our human resources and for the whole world. Email, where is the email? Here, and we activate. Okay, like this. Click apply. Now it's activated, and let's see how it looks like. We open this resource as an example, and you can see now we have here our contact information with the email. However, now let's open this again. I would like to show you something else. Let's say, for example, we have already properties created and activated that we would like to show under contact information. Let's say we want to show the phone number under contact information as well. So we go here and drag and drop it to the contact information. Right, now you can see here we have also the phone property. The next thing that we wanted to talk about is the unique feature, and we want to make the email unique, right? So now the system will force us to create unique email values, which makes a lot of sense. Let's see how that looks like. So we click on OK. I open Powers as an example, and I enter his email, powers@mint.com. And now, if I make a mistake, I open Pleassenger, and I try to give him the same email as the first one, @mint.com, which is obviously not correct, but you can see now it is shown in red, and I'm not able to store this information. Right? It allows me to leave it open. Right? If we want to have it unique and we want to force the user to enter value, we have to make it also mandatory, but that will be part of the next video. In this case, you can see if you enter a value, it must be unique. Okay, and now the last thing in this video is the preference. So we go in again, edit resource properties, and we go to the create properties slide under core text information. Now we have here email. If we want that the Mint system knows that this is really an email, we have to create a preference for that. And that we do by right-clicking here, preferences, and we tell used as resource email, right? There are also other preferences, for example, the photos, but that then must be of another property type. In the case of photos, it must be an URL, or use as resource birthday, then it must be of type date. So these two are not enabled here. The only one that I can select is this because it is of type text. And now I say I want to use the email property as our resource email. I select it here, and you can see that we have now this little icon here, and that shows us that this property is used as a resource email. Also, I think you saw that all these things, property groups, unique, and the preference, can be managed on this slide. You don't have to go to the activate property slide. This all can be done on this slide. And in our next video, I want to show you more things about the properties, amongst them the mandatory feature.